Today's education session focused on one of the most powerful tools for club excellence, that is the moment of truth. As leaders, our role is not just to run meetings, but to shape experiences for our members and our guests. The moment of truth is a one such tool that helps us reflect, realign, and raise the bar in everything we do as a club. So today's session is an opportunity to understand how to conduct this exercise meaningfully, not just as a checklist, but as the catalyst for positive change. I encourage you all to listen, actually participate fully, and take back actionable insights to your club. So let's work together to create clubs where every moment truly matters. So before we call on the trainer, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our district leader and other dignitaries. We have our District 127 District Director DTM Sujil. Welcome DTM Sujil. We have our District Program Quality Director DTM Shakil. Welcome DTM Shakil. We have our District Club Growth Director DTM Soumya. And we have other distinguished dignitaries from the district divisions and other areas. Welcome you all. Before we move on, I would like to request our district director DTM Sujal to just say a few words.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prasad Kadam, Division A Director, district leaders, members in the house, very warm good evening. It is great to see the initiative. It is basically to understand where we stand as a club. And we have a great personality who will be the lead trainer today, our old good friend, DTM Anita Naidu. Today, it's all about learning. So let us keep our mind and hearts open and absorb whatever we can do so that we as members and as clubs move forward and achieve what we are set out for. Wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful evening and wonderful training. Back to you, Division A Director, Toastmaster Prasad.
Thank you so much, DTM Sujil. Now I request our district program coordinator DTM Shakil to just say a few words.
Good evening, District 127. A special good evening to all the members and the leaders of Division A, and of course your team. Okay, so it's really exciting to see that the Division A director, of course, Toastmaster Prasad Kadam, took the initiative in collaboration with district leadership, especially Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Soumya, to conduct this very important segment, which is called Moments of Truth, and equally exciting to see. Am I audible? Okay.
Yes.
Equally exciting to see that distinguished Toastmaster Anita Naidu is taking up this role as the trainer to explain what this Moments of Truth is all about. In one word, it is just interception of what we do in Toastmasters in the club, and from there on, we can make it better. And of course, with the support and guidance of distinguished Toastmaster Sujil, our district director, District 127, Club Growth Director, distinguished Toastmaster Soumya, our Division A Director, Toastmaster Prasad, and all of the leaders, past and present. I wish you all the best and really exciting to see this leadership role going forward. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, DTM Shakil. Now I request our District Club Director, DTM Soumya, to just say a few words.
Thank you so much, Division A Director Toastmaster Prasad. Firstly, a big round of applause for him for thinking and taking the initiative of doing this Moments of Truth education session. And I really liked what he said. Don't take it as a checkbox exercise. Take it as a session where you can really learn and absorb. Yeah. My only message to all of you who have taken this time on a Friday evening to attend this session is ask as many as questions you want, and no question is a silly question. And this session is for you. And even after the session, if you feel your answers are not answered correctly, please reach out to us. So all the best to Toastmaster Prasad, the panel, the trainer, our very own beloved DTM Anita, and the whole team with Toastmaster Prasad for conducting this session. Back to you.
Thank you so much, DTM Soumya. Now it's time to call our the trainer. Now to just do that, the honor, I would like to call a special person who has been uh, the coordinator for this training, our immediate past area 3 di, director, and currently serving as our division A training lead. I welcome Toastmaster Paramjit Singh to introduce the trainer.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. We have around half a century people available in the meeting now. So, to go further, let it be more interactive, and I will request everyone to just share the club name and the position in the chat so that we can understand, we understand one another. That's the only thing. And then in the meantime, we will start working on, if you can see from where you are joining, maybe not from UAE also. So if you people can share your name and your club, I think that will be very fine. We will be able to understand. And please keep your videos on and have, as DTM Sujila said, that ask as many as questions possible. And for the trainer, our trainer Anita, DTM Anita Naidu. Before I say something about her credentials, I would like to say that I had a privilege to work with her from last 1 year, and she is a natural trainer. She has something in her which she always want to train people, and the way she has trained one of the club which I used to go in every meeting there, that is really phenomenal. She has trained the club member where only 4 or 5 people were there, and now they have come a group of 20, 25 people. And this is because of all the knowledge she has accumulated in her Toastmaster journey and is her life. She is a postgraduate in remote sensing physics and a Toastmaster for almost a decade. Charted 3 clubs, 2 clubs in 1 year, and the second club, or third club in the second year. And this club, one corporate club, she converted into normal club, a social club, and made it to 30 to 40 people. She won area contest in international evaluation, and she had been working at almost all the levels of excoms in district and area in club, as well as she has been area director, and she's a technology expert also, and first Toastmaster in the district to execute online meetings on Cisco WebEx platform in 2020. When the COVID, it was almost impossible. So she gains a knowledge from everywhere possible, and he started her own business also while learning printing from the YouTube. So you can just imagine the patience and the passion she has for learning and sharing the knowledge what she has got. And she was IT manager for the district for the period 2023-2024, and she really a very ardent learner and strongly believes and lives by the quote, stay hungry, stay foolish. So please help me welcome our trainer for the Moments of Truth today, DTM Anita Naidu. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Paramjit. That itself, I think, took almost half of our meeting duration. Well, before I begin, I'd love to see this audience here who's very inquisitive about what Moments of Truth is. And I have to say a very good evening to the audience first, the different ExComs from different clubs and the members who have gathered here today to know and to understand more, one. But not before I ardently welcome the district trio on board here. And I'm seeing them after a long time, but online, of course. Yeah, so, and great friends who are here, who've gathered here. And the recently forward is that transformed DTMs who have come in on board, became DTM. Welcome to all of you, the area ExComs and the division ExComs. And not to forget my division director, Toastmaster Prasad Kadam, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. And my area director, Toastmaster Rajalakshmi Dilip, for always being a great support. So now let's begin. Good evening once again, everyone. As Toastmaster Paramjit, our training head, already mentioned, we're going to keep it a little interactive here. We're going to do a drill also, where you're going to go through a mock drill of how you can do it online. So it's going to be nice, interesting, only if you are going to participate along with me. To begin with, anyone here who can unmute yourself and tell me or tell the audience what is the moment of truth? What's your understanding? Only one person, whoever unmutes first. Yes?
Getting feedback?
No.
Well, it's the aha moment.
Who is that?
Me.
Could you elaborate? Could you elaborate?
Coming face to face with the truth.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else?
Basically, a meeting that you do for the club members where you ask them about feedback for the past term in order to learn your weaknesses and your strengths.
No. Let's get to the point. Anyone else?
Can I?
Yes.
Maybe it's a meeting or evaluation to see what we achieved in the last term or last year as a club.
Okay, that's the final phase. That's after
May I? I think
Yes.
moments of truth is the experience that you get when you meet someone or you something happens.
Precisely. Whoever said that, it's that interaction moment, that first hit, that first physical interaction that you have, and the kind of sensation you feel about it, right? So the first time you met your life partner, or you just went in for the marriage proposal, and the moment you saw him, okay, because I'm a woman, I'm going to say him. The moment you saw him, the kind of feeling that happens, the first impression, how he has dressed, how he's behaving, what is his behavior? Is he taking the lead in talking? Sorry? Okay. Yeah. So on that line, interaction point, the moment you interact with, it could be anything, any person or any club, and the sensation or the experience that you come across is what is called the moment, that episode of truth that you have faced. All right. So when it comes to professional background, this kind of analysis, as our district director rightly mentioned, the SWOT analysis is going to make it really amazing. But when it comes to a non-profitable and a voluntary organization, this needs to be done as almost, as your club meetings are happening so frequently, you should keep going back and checking what are the experiences, what are the feedback that you're getting from your guests, what is the experience testimonials that they have left behind. Each and every point has to be taken into consideration every meeting. Okay, so that's how the moment of truth happens in non-profitable and voluntary, especially the educational organizations. So a moment of truth, though it started as a marketing concept, it has been very specifically defined in the Toastmasters International, There could be many points of interaction in a club meeting, but only those which create the right kind of impact in the development. We are all here to, for our own progress, right? So the development of self, whatever are the points that create the huge impact, those have been filtered out by the Toastmasters International and have been very neatly put into this particular analysis called the moment of truth, the moments of truth. It can be more than one. Now, what I'm going to do here is I will run you all through the presentation. Just a second. Can you see the screen?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
Yes.
All right, so let me present it for you. All right. Okay, so the biggest doubt everyone has got here is, the new members and even the people who have not done it before, the members who have not done it before, is that how do we do it in person? How do we do it physically? Who are the people who are involved? Who should be involved in this process? And who is going to benefit? Who is the end consumer of this entire rigmarole? Now, I've just tried to put it in a very simplified manner over here for the benefit of all of us. The president, and along with the collaboration with his excom, makes a decision to invite a facilitator who could be. Earlier we had a series from which there was a very interesting project, the Moment of Truth project. If done, then that person would get credit. So you call such kind of people. Earlier it used to be that used to be the practice, but now the facilitator could be a person who has conducted this many times, or maybe more than one time, and he knows how to actually generate a report after the analysis has been done. What does the facilitator do? The facilitator has to, in the end, submit the report to the president. Okay, so he's going to be the beginning point of the analysis, the moment of truth. The entire analysis is headed, just like the meeting is headed by Toastmaster of the day. The facilitator facilitates the entire run of this moment of truth experience. So the president, along with the excom, recommends to the club the facilitator. Also, the president will decide the date for the mock meeting, and he will, as I said, arrange the experienced facilitator. Now, the facilitator comes into the picture on the day of the meeting. Much prior to that, he also has a conversation with the president and the excom to understand the club culture, to understand what the excom is experiencing in the current scenario. And then he moves on to meet the members and the guests in person on the date of the moment of truth analysis. Now, who's going to do the moment of truth analysis, or who's going to actually be doing the survey? The survey is done by each one of us in the club. We belong to a club XYZ. Every member of the club has to participate in this survey, which has been, it's given in different formats. It was earlier given as a worksheet. We used to sit and write every point. Then it became a Google form. Then it became a Kahoot play game. There's so many ways in which people have come up to and make this more creative. The facilitator educates the club on the mock process on the day of the meeting. He also forms 6 teams. Now, why we are talking about 6 teams? Any idea why we're talking about 6 teams? Okay, because there are 6 segments in the entire mod chart. Okay, I'm calling it mod chart just to keep it simple. And each team is given one theme, one of the 6 themes. To the team is given one theme to sit, to analyze it, to identify the problem areas, the challenges, and also to tell, to jot down what could be the proposed recommendations or suggestions to make this a better, to solve this challenge. Okay, that's how the entire process is done. Now, once the facilitator has assigned the teams, the team which comprises of at least one excom member, or a senior member and guests. Also the members and the guests. Now, the guests play a very important role because if no guests, we cannot have conversion of them into our members. So the guests also are an important part of this entire procedure. The facilitator explains to the guests as well who are present in the audience how this is going to be beneficial to the guests, to the members, and to the club eventually. The teams will fill in the mod survey forms either online or on a worksheet physically. They sit and it's kind of a nice discussion team that happens where the team members identify, they analyze, and they discuss the challenges, depending based on who has given how much of rating for which challenge. We'll get to that in some time as to what could be the challenges and what are the features that are discussed. And then finally, the team will also take a bold step in suggesting what kind of actions can be taken to solve that challenge, okay, to address the challenge, and then hand it over to the facilitator. So the facilitator collects all the inputs from the 6 different teams and he holds it, and he will compile a report with the recommendations, submit it back to the ExCom, to the president. And the president and the ExCom will have an ExCom meeting, discuss everything, and they will make the action plan. And the action plan will also have a target date by when you need to achieve this particular the recommendation that has been suggested for the particular challenge. When are we going to start it, and when are we going to achieve that? So this is the entire physical process that's involved in Moment of Truth. Now let's go to the next one. So these are the 6 sections or the segments or the processes that are the themes that are actually analyzed. If you see the first impressions, the membership orientation, the program planning, and of course the meeting organization, the membership strength, what is the variety in which the club is conducting the meetings, the achievement recognition. Obviously, when you're doing something good, you need to recognize the good that's happening around, recognize the people who are involved in doing the service, the people who have achieved a particular education moment. So these are the 6 different themes. Every team is allotted one after the survey has been done. All right. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to stop sharing over here and I'm going to put in a link in here. I would want you all, just give me a second. I would want you all to get to the link and do a quick survey. You can just, it's just a mock drill. So please feel free. Don't have to put your names. Just a second. Okay, I've given the link. If you could just use the link, and we'll just timer. If you could time us for just about 3 minutes or 2 minutes, right? So after 2 minutes, we'll stop the drill. I mean, you can still keep submitting, but yeah. You can give any names. You don't have to give your own name because we're just looking at how the graphs, how the charts are going to be formed, basis which we would be doing the survey in real time.
It is asking for login ID and all.
It's asking for login ID.
Yeah.
Yes, it is asking.
Oh yeah, if you're not, I mean, if you've got a Microsoft login, whoever has got can use it. Okay, let me run you all through this again. What I would do here is I'll share the screen with you all. Can you see the screen? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we can.
Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to put some name over here. Okay, maybe. And this is how it's going to be, the moment of survey truth. I'm just going to run you all through the entire thing. So I'm just randomly selecting stuff, my choices over here. This is just one way in which you can do it online. But please do read about it, what exactly, it's all plain English. It talks about whether the guests are greeted warmly, do you have meetings planned, whether the members are participating in the area and international district events, are there any interclub events happening, anything that you feel. You need to be candid about your inputs over here. If you're not candid over here, I mean, the only person on whom it's going to have an impact is you. So it's always good to give an honest feedback. As you can see here, I'm just filling the form. And this is the third page. And then I go here to the last page. How likely would you recommend this to your friend or colleague? I'll just say 6. And recommendations, I would just say mentor participation with the mentee. Okay, I would just say any recommend, yeah, is essential. And then I submit this. Okay, once I submit this, there's a very interesting format that we have here, which talks about how it looks when you have submitted the form. So the names have come in. Can you see the screen here? Yeah. The names have come in. For every theme out there, you would be having a chart that's coming up. And there's a legend here. There's a proper legend which talks about sometimes, rarely, and never being in different colors. Of course, usually and always is something which is interesting, like it's a positive point. But wherever you see the gray areas and the gray points is the gray color, the red, the blue, and the navy blue color. These are the challenges that the club is facing. All right. So these challenges is what the teams, the 6 teams will have to note down. This is what is the drill that's going to happen with inside every team. And then for each and every feature, each and every theme, you can see that there is a chart that is immediately generated, which gives you a clear visual experience and analysis of and inference of how exactly. So now I'll take you all back to my. Can you hear me? I think my internet connection is a little dicey today.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
Okay, so we were here. Now you understand those different questions were all categorized and put into the 6, the 6 themes have its own set of questions, which you have to rate, whether it is good, it's bad, it's, it is okay, it is stable. After that, the next most important thing is, as you have seen here, you can see that the challenges are all, just a second, yeah. You can see, if you look at this particular chart, the sometimes, rarely, and never, the biggest challenge that I can see here is the guest books and name tags are not provided. That's the challenge out here. Then we go into the second one where, again, who is responsible? That's very important. So the team is also going to formulate, explain, because there's a club ExCom officer as sitting there as a part of the team, which is working on different themes. He's going to mention who's going to be responsible for the guest books and the tags. So the VPM and the secretary, or the VPM and the sergeant at arms, depending on the club culture. Then we have the membership orientation, seeing challenges in these areas: formal induction, members involved, education programs. Again, who's the responsible person will be quoted over there by the analysis team itself. And then you come across, who has to be the person who is going to take action with respect to this particular challenge. So I've just put in some random things out here depending on the chart which you are seeing here. whichever was the blue and the gray and the dark blue areas, where those challenges were mentioned here. And you can see that the responsibility is also mentioned. So this is how the working of the analysis happens. And then you check to see how likely are you to recommend. Now, this is a very important thing. I am an existing member of my club. Am I going to recommend my own club to somebody or not? This is very important. I'm not a traitor here. But if I'm not recommending, it makes some sense, right? So we need to see that this almost reaches 100%. And that is when we're talking about loyalty to the club, because they're having an excellent experience with the club. Okay. Now the responsibility is the entire ExComs, right? So broadly, these are the things that are going to be the outcome of the analysis by the teams, the challenges, the causes, the recommendations, the action plan, and most important, the follow-up. So this is how in an Excel sheet, you can actually put in the standard. Okay, this is just a second. Yeah, this is the challenges. If you can see here in the first impressions theme, the first theme, which is there out of the 6 themes, you can see that if the guest books are not there, not being provided, it could be because they don't know about it. They've never visited a club which does it. So once they get to know about it from the facilitator, immediately the ExCom can take action about it. So on and so forth. You can see respectively so many other things that are needed to be met in the membership orientation. Mentors should come forward, but they're not because they are busy or because the mentee is reaching out to them a little late. So you have the set rules here, and how far are you deviated from those rules is something which is going to be your moment of truth. This is the action plan. It could be in your Excel, it could be in your diary, wherever. But this is how it's going to be. Who is the person who's in charge? What is the priority? There could be some low priority ones like organization approval for publishing Toastmaster achievements in intranet. It's a corporate thing. It's a low priority, right? So that could be mentioned as low. You could look at it as reaching the milestone a little later, probably. But the ones which are high priority need a target achievement immediately. Now, this is a target date by which you are expecting to work towards making it happen. Here we have something which is again called, just a second. This is called the best practices chart. I have not compiled this. This is being compiled by the Toastmasters International. So we need to use this as a yardstick to see where exactly the club stands, your own home club stands, right? And this I'll put in the link from where you can pick up the manual and everything is in there. This is again a part of the same thing where the challenges, the possible causes, and the recommendations. So the analysis team has to work synonymous to this. This is how it has to work and hand it to the facilitator. The facilitator also will be working on the same lines, and then his report will be it'll be an exhaustive report, which I will be showing you all an Excel sheet as to how exactly it's done. And that is going to be handed to the ExCom, and the president can share it with the ExCom and work on it. So everyone is in line with the development that's happening there. So what's in this for me? People who are doing the MOT analysis, why should I do it? Why should I spend time? Why are you wasting my time? Whatever. First and foremost, we are all here, and as I always say, stay hungry, stay foolish. We are all here to understand how we can get to become a better version of ourselves. All right. So when you're looking at understanding, am I being the right host when there's an event? Do I actually know how to welcome guests? Do I actually know what is needed? How do I plan? What is the plan? What are the different planning steps or phases? All this is going to come seamlessly. It's going to be a part of you if you keep doing this, these kind of analysis in your club. If you are a part of these kind of analysis, these kind of surveys, you're just on the road to success of perfect transformation of yourself. So you can just see how, I mean, you as a leader, you tend to become, you tend to grow and escalate yourself to understand how important it is to recognize the achievement of people, of the achievers, of people, of your own team members, employees, so on and so forth. No end to it. So what's in it for me? All this and much more, right? So before that, I'll just show you all how a MOT survey is done. Once you get the charts, it could be from anything. Like I had asked for the form submissions, and we did get a couple of submissions. This is just for a mock drill. When we got the submissions, we could just go into any particular, I mean, if you're doing it in an Excel sheet, you can just go there and ask for the column stats. When you get the column stats, you get to see which is the one which is doing pretty well, which is the one which is not doing pretty well. So you do have in this particular learning needs assessed, which is for people of, I mean, special needs. For them, there is a 3 rating here, which means it's a point of concern. Wherever you see that the 3 rating is happening more than once, it's happening only once here. But then if you see that it's happening a couple of times, the frequency is high, that's the point. That's the moment of truth that needs to be worked on. So once you have a form filled and you have the charts, which is very easy to decipher than having it in any other form, the facilitator is going to first have this sheet where he's going to fill which club he's actually working. The facilitator can be any senior from another club, from the same club, whatsoever. It all depends on who the president decides along with his ExCom. The MOT handout is something which you can get from I'm going to put in the link. Also, you can just go and type in on the Google if you want the MOT handout, Toastmasters, and you'll see so many responses happening there. You can just pick one and download it. So this is the MOT handout, which is here, which can be written. It's for writing it or typing it on your Excel sheet. Challenges, this is how in an Excel sheet, you can actually key in, the facilitator would be doing this. And then the action plan. The target achievement follow-up is where the ExCom is going to start working. Whether this has been ticked, all the high priority ones have to be ticked by the target date. So this is the follow-up, which is very mandatory and of course, very important. It's very crucial. So this is how the facilitator is going to give his report in an Excel sheet, one of the different mediums in which he can give. He can also do it in a Word, he can give it in handwritten, so on and so forth. Now, coming to the place from where you can actually pull out the moments of truth, you have the moments of truth evaluation sheets here. It could be printed and handed over to every member of your club. They can write it and give it back to you. Otherwise, what you could do is, I have also noticed that some clubs actually, when you look into the different segments, let me take you all there. Yeah, the 6 themes that you have here, at every one, I mean, in a single meeting, you could only be addressing the first impressions for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then move on with your regular club meeting. The next meeting, you could do membership orientation. So this way, you could actually also run it through 6 meetings or have a dedicated meeting, which could be online as well. Put them into different rooms on Zoom, take them into different meeting rooms and let them discuss, come back, let the facilitator talk to each team separately, and then come up with this report in a couple of days. Hand it over to the president, and the president then shares it with the, as I told you all, with the ExCom. With the ExCom. He shares it with the ExCom and also shows it to the members. The entire report has to be open to the members. Members need to understand what the status of the club is, where their involvement is needed. If they're not giving speeches, why are they not giving? Everything will be shown clearly in the report. It can also be sent by mail, but normally should be done as a business part of your meeting. The president needs to show it during the regular meeting so that they don't deny that they have not been told. I mean, they just cannot. So, and then tracking the action plan is something which is, as I already said, very important. This is one place I'm going to put this link. This is like this. You have many other links from where you can download the moment of truth. So I think that's how this entire process is built. It's a very simple thing. It's in English. It's very easy to understand. Each of you are experiencing it. And so let's go. That's how it is. So if you have any questions, we have a great team sitting here. All of us will plunge in to give you all answers to whatever extent we can. I hand it back. Do we have questions?
Then we will start the panel discussion. That will be much better. Yeah,
All right, perfect, perfect. So let me hand it back to our training head, Toastmaster Paranjit Singh, with heartfelt gratitude to my division director and the district trio and all the members who are gathered here today. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you very much, DTM Anita, for the detailed information you shared with us about the MOT. Of course, there may be some few questions. After all, you tried your best to inform everyone about the every detail. There's some few questions. You can put on your questions in the chat, or you can raise another possibility is to raise your hand, and we will be able to answer. The panel, we are just the panel is there will be a question and answer panel, and we have a moderator for the panel, and this is our area director from Area 2 director, Mr. Toastmaster Satish, who is a dedicated Toastmaster, a charter member of Arabian Dream Toastmaster Club, and has several key roles, president, vice president membership, contributing immensely to the club's journey. He is a currently area director for Area 2. Presently, he is a chartered accountant with over 15 years of experience in finance, audit, and leadership. Over to you, Toastmaster Satish.
Am I audible?
Yeah, your little disturbance is there, but now can you speak again?
Yeah, am I audible now? Yeah.
There's an echo over there. Some echo is there. Yeah. Okay, so you can call your panel. I can add on the panel people over here if you want.
Yeah, great. Thank
Just
you so
call
much
them.
for that long introduction, Toastmaster Paramjit Singh, and he's a good friend of us and very dedicated trainer. And I had opportunity to meet him recently. It was a nice experience and pleasure as well. And thank you very much, DTM Anita, for enlightening all of us. It's took the journey that way I was doing my MBA. So we need to do a project, right? So to finding the root analysis and finding, coming up with the solutions for the problem and to establish. So it's a kind of a master class you are given. Thank you so much for that. Now it's time for me to introduce our panelists for this session. So first of all, I would like to introduce our current district director, who is none other than DTM Sujil CV. And a quick brief about him. He's the Toastmaster. His Toastmaster journey began in 2011. And he has held a very major leadership role, including the program quality director during the inaugural year of District 127. And we all know that District 127 was recognized as Medley World #1 district during the year 23-24. And he was also recognized as for his excellence in program quality by Toastmasters International. Let me welcome with a big round of applause a leader who motivated to lead and dedicated to serve. Let's welcome with big round of applause DTM Sujil CV, one of the panelists. The second panelist, she is a visionary and a collaboration and a dedicated personality, and a distinguished Toastmaster Shomya Shetty, who is the current club growth director at District 127. And when I went through her profile, and she is a person with multi-award winning leader, known for revitalizing clubs, building vibrant ecosystems, and helping District 127 to achieve world-class milestones. She brings over 17 years of experience as a strategist, mentor, and a passionate Toastmaster. with a clear focus on club quality, retention, and extension. Please join me in welcoming the inspiring and dynamic DTM Soumya Chetty. And last not least, we have DTM Zara Shetty. She is joining from Lebanon, and it's my pleasure to introduce her as well. DTM Zara. Her Toastmaster journey began as a student, university student, and she has contributed immensely to the growth of Toastmasters in the region, Lebanon. She is the founding member of First Club in Lebanon, and also she is part of speakers and leaders at the American University of Beirut. She is also founding member of and current vice president education of the First Arabic Club in Lebanon that established in 2018. Professionally, she is a project manager. She has served in numerous leadership roles within club, area, division, and district. And also she was part of Arabic committee share in District 105, marketing share for DTAC 2021 in Oman, and a member of Toastmaster International Arabic Review team as well. Let me please join me in welcoming DTM Zara. And of course, we have our DTM Anita also available to answer your questions. So with that, I would like to invite those masters who are listening patiently to share your questions so that you can send it via chat message so I can read it for the moderators. Otherwise, yeah, I also received some questions already as well by some Toastmasters. So while you all chatting, I can ask a few questions I have already received as well. First, let me ask our district director, DTM Sujil. What common areas do club typically struggle with during moment of truth evaluation, and how can they address them effectively? What are some of the common areas clubs typically struggle with during a moment of truth evaluation, and how can they address them effectively?
Thank you, Area Director Satishan. Let me get it correct here. You said that what are the difficulties?
Yes, while they are conducting the moment of truth evaluation, what are the common issues they are facing, and how can they address them effectively?
Okay,
based on your experience.
Okay, thank you. The first step, it will be I would say the first step, it will be the response. People will not understand, maybe some of them are new to Toastmasters, they don't understand what the moments of truth is. And the second thing is the response. People might not respond. And the third one is people don't understand how it has to be done. So first up, what we need to do is a session. What you are doing now, exactly. This has to be done in every club, every area, whatever is it. We need to make them understand. Education is important. Why we do Toastmasters, how we do Toastmasters, and what are the benefits. If you make them understand, definitely people will come to it and say that, yes, this is for the growth of the club, growth of the person. Yes, that is where. Now, facilitator, definitely there are in District Form 127, we have many members who have done moments of truth in the past, and also they are well equipped to deal with moments of truth. So you can have a mentor. If not, reach out to the area director, reach out to the division directors, district team. We are there to support you. Moments of truth is a compulsory thing which we need to do. And not only one, we need to do it twice. If you can do it even multiple times, better. The best thing is we understand where the club stands. That is the best way to move forward. If we keep gauging ourselves, yes, we understand these are the things we need to work on. Back to you, Area Director.
Thank you so much for that answer or explanations, where we have to understand first where we are before we start with our journey. So that helps to set the tone for the club. Thank you so much for that. And moving on, I have one question. I think you have answered about the number of times the moments of truth can be held during the period. Okay. How can club leaders balance honesty with encouragement when conducting a moment of truth session? How can club leaders balance honesty with encouragement when conducting a moment of truth session? May I ask DTM Soumya Shetty if you could address this question? There is a balance of honesty and encouragement.
Thank you so much, AD Toastmaster Satish. I think we at Toastmasters, we take this high pride of on our core values, yeah, respect, integrity, service, and excellence. Right now, your question on encouraging the members and expecting a honest feedback. This again ties to our core values. How to do that? If the club members are club excom or club officers are in touch with the members on a regular basis, then definitely you can have that honest one-to-one chat. Often it's seen that the club officers will only go when they need, let's say, response for moments of truth or some other work. It's not one-time effort. If you make them psychologically safe, if you make them feel home, definitely they will give you honest feedback. This is number one. Number two, in a club, there might be a lot of senior members and there might be a lot of new members who don't know what is moments of truth. If I were the club officer, I would first reach out to the new members and ask their opinion because they will bring the fresh perspective. Of course, the value of or the opinion or the feelings of the senior members are equally important, but we should always balance it with a fresh perspective. So again, it's not just one-time job or one-time effort. It's a continuous effort, ongoing effort, and then honesty is a byproduct of it. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I remember that when we have this moment of truth, then we wanted to implement everything, but after 1 month or 2 months, we forget about that and we keep doing what we are doing. So it's all about consistency, keeping that momentum and regularly checking in. Thank you so much, DTM CDD.
So
Okay.
there are two questions in the chat.
Yeah. Let me, yeah. I think, yeah, I have opened the chat of.
Or I do for you.
I think chat.
One first question is, is there any timelines to complete the MOT?
Who would like to answer this question? DTM Anita, you want to answer this question? Anytime?
The district editor has already answered that.
Yeah.
We need to do it twice in a year minimum, at the beginning of the Toastmasters year, preferably, and before you do the handover to the incoming XCOM. This could be a very perfect handover to the incoming XCOM. And just to put in a word to what Soumya said, just to add on to it, what DTM Soumya said, you could always take a survey in an anonymous mode as well, in case there's something that they want to be candid about and cannot talk about it with their name on it. So any of these Kahoot games and all, they also encourage coming in as using a mock name. So yeah, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, DTM Anita. Yeah, DTM Sujil. Yeah.
I think there is one more point. I think DTM Soumya will definitely vouch for it. This MOT is linked to the awards as well. The district awards, the club awards, we need to have it completed before 30th of August. And you will have, because we will be publishing in the next, probably in the next 4 or 5 days, we will be rolling out all the district awards. And these will be highlighted there. So MOT, ensure that we do that. Beyond that, I think what DTM Anita has said, it will be advisable to do it in somewhere in December, January. Why? Because we have 6 months have passed, what we have done, and then ideally at the end of the session also, so that whoever, see, the leadership is not about today. Leadership is about the years to come. You will be considered as a visionary leader if you hand over things in the best of the best possible way. So you start of the year, we know that exactly where the club stands. December, do it once more. have we implemented as a club? Those points did we implement? And as DTM Anita said, at the end of the year, do it once more and say, yes, we have taken this graph from at 10, we have taken it to 15. Now, let us hand over to the next set of leaders. Let them take it from 50 to 100. Now, regarding the facilitator, I think as Toastmasters, we should respect the integrity. We should not divulge any details, and no personal hacking on this one, please, because that will have adverse effects in the club. People will start, we can see people even quitting the clubs. So it should be very discreet. Only the facilitator, maybe you can discuss with the club president, nobody else, the details. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you so much, DTM Sujil, and you have linked the performance to a reward. So I'm sure that all clubs are going to complete before 30th August. The calendars are marked. So we will definitely get these awards from district as well. Thank you for that. And now I will go towards Lebanon. DTM Zara is there. So if you could share, how can clubs use the moment of truth results to create an actionable improvement plan rather than just one-time report and forget about it? So how we use this analysis over a period of time to make it happen? Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shatif, for this question, and good evening, everyone. Actually, I would like to think of the moments of truth as just like any project that we do at an organizational level, and our clubs are not just any entity. It is an organization, but a very small organization. So just like we do a start or a baseline evaluation, and then a midterm evaluation, and then an endline evaluation to any project or performance of an organization, this is exactly how we should treat the moments of truth for our club. Now, how can we actually implement these results? I would say one very critical thing would help us to actually make sure that we are implementing them correctly or efficiently, which is accountability. And I always stress this value. It's the accountability of the members towards the execom, which most of the time the members are not familiar with, or they do not acknowledge it because it's not communicated clearly to them. So if the members and the guests are involved in the moments of truth, this means that they have a say in how the plan is being implemented, or the action plan is being implemented according to the key performance indicators that will be acknowledged through the high priority, the low priority, etc. So starting from that point, every single member in the club needs to hold the execom accountable for implementing the low priority points, and actually addressing them in a very proficient manner, and continuously they would be actually seeing whether it's being implemented correctly, it's having positive results on the club, or eventually what will happen if they do not see that it's being implemented in the right way, the club will easily see that members are leaving. They're not interested anymore in maintaining or retaining, or the club is able to retain them, and the guests themselves will not be interested anymore in attending the club meetings. So these observations are very critical for the execom and the members themselves to see, so that they would be actually taking every single mission of the MOT very seriously for the advancement of the club.
Thank you for that informative and insights based on your experience as well. I'm sure that club president and excoms are listening, and they are also noting down these points for the improvement of the club. Yeah. So definitely, I remember when we had these moments of truth, some senior member was there. They shared one point saying that when somebody is leaving the EXCOM, we need to follow the TMI protocol and appoint the replacement quickly. So without giving the burden to other members to carry on these issues, others' responsibilities. So earlier we were trying to continue with the some members are not active in terms of XCOM and all. But later on we realized the point given, then we replace them if they are not available to perform their responsibility. Then we saw somebody new comes and take up with passion and thrive in that role as well. Definitely this MOT is helping one or other way, because everybody is observing what's happening, but we may not know. Moving on, there is one I share. Do you have any other experiences where club went through any example of an improved club after MOT? Any of you have any experience where you have conducted MOT and there's a significant transformation happened within that club? Yeah.
I think I will take this and I'll take it with a lot of humility and proud. So last year I took up the role of a president of a club called Mahe Dubai. And DTM Sujil will know there was a time there were only 3 members were there. And the club, we used to do the meeting with only 3 members online, somehow doing it, right? But then with this club, there was a willingness to continue. They wanted to stay, those 3 members. So we said, okay, what can we do? So yes, we did open house and everything. Now the new members are there, new energy is there, right? But then it's like, do we want to be a club who just do 24 meetings in a year? Or do we want to be a club wherein the quality is also not compromised? Wherein every member feels that the 2 hours or the 3 hours of their life which they give, there is some value is added in there. So we did the MOT, and as in the XCOM also, we discussed thoroughly, what we want to do. It might not be 100% perfect, right? But we really followed through what we wanted to do. We really wanted to ensure a quality meeting to happen, be it evaluation, be it teachers, be it the fellowship, be it the first impression. Every single 6 pillar, we wanted to improve on all those aspects. So in summary, what I want to say is, yes, this is the club which I would really like to promote as one of the examples where we had from 3 to now 17. Yeah, and we also have a DTAC champion from this club. It's just one example. There are many such clubs in District 127. And when we say we are a community, it's not just the club members or the club XCOM. It is everyone's responsibility. It's not the load is not just on the club officers or area directors or division directors or district officers. It is our club, it is our area, it is our division, it is our district ultimately. So it's an ecosystem. So what we do, what goes around comes around, right? So we have to really work through it, and when the discipline is there, the passion is there, we can achieve that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, DTM Somia. And I'm just going through the chat, and there were some questions. Is it the forms and the survey can be done in Arabic as well? Any idea about it?
I just put the link to the manual, which is in Arabic. I think it's got the worksheet inside that.
Okay, great. And
I think they are asking about the actual survey that you demonstrated online, if it's available in Arabic or can be shared to be translated into Arabic.
If it's a Google form, you can always create one in Arabic. And if it's any of the forms are all customizable. So, I mean, it's just that. Because as of now, the Microsoft form is in English, but Google Forms, I think, DTM Sujal, do we have from the previous experience any MOT form which is in Arabic? The Google form.
Yes. I will share it. I just need to dig it up and I will share it. And having said that, let me add, we can do it in different ways. Yeah, different ways. The MOT, it is basically we are evaluating. You can capture the responses and put it whichever way you want. So the basic is we need to make the people understand where we stand as a club. I always take this. We as Toastmasters, we as district, we at area, clubs, etc. We need to give them the experience, the best experience, so that the members will be proud to be a Toastmaster. People, for example, in airlines industry, there is a people transport from A to B. Why Emirates and Qatar Airways, they excel? Because they give the experience. They don't transport people. They give that experience. So let's, as the responsible leaders, let us give the members that experience so that they stay with Toastmasters and excel. And Moments of Truth is going to help you. Definitely, Moments of Truth is going to help you in that. Let us all work in that direction. Yeah. Back to you, Area Director.
Thank you so much for that value-added point, DTM Sujil. And there is one more questions in the chat. Is there a pre-preparation to be conducted before the MOT? DTM Anita, if you...
Pre-preparation, see, first thing is the awareness that this needs to be conducted, which has been created today. And yes, the ExCom needs to identify, in the ExCom meetings, we do it very often. We kind of have all these, the discussions wherein we can improve the club. However, it needs to seep into the club via the members and the guests. So the right time to decide is now. The questions are there, the manual is there, so just conduct it. I mean, there's no one time, two time, you can do it 10 times also. The actual, the important thing here is you're involving the members and the guests in this analysis. Otherwise, we do have the ExCom meetings and we do have a lot of resolutions happening, negotiations and all that within the club as a business meeting. But then, yes, this is something which is exclusively done to understand the weakness and the strength of the club, and coming from the members' point of view. So I think you should do it twice, and there's no pre-prep for it. Just go there, answer the questions, enjoy doing it. It could be a game, it could be anything. So there's nothing like, I mean, it's also going to add a lot to your analysis strength. So I think, yeah, that's what, there's no pre-prep as such.
Thank you so much, DTM Anita. I think these questions are already answered by Zara. How do you ensure the feedback form from MOT doesn't just stay on paper but gets turned into results? I think this is answered already, this question, how we will implement rather than just keeping with that results with us. And any other members, any Toastmasters, any other questions? Otherwise, as a final message, each panelist, you can share your final thoughts on this and your conclusions, so that with that, I think we can conclude this session as well. Probably it's more or less implementations. Once you've done this one, probably if you could want to re-emphasize something, or you want to say a line or something, so that, yeah. Yeah.
Satish, there's a question there.
One more question is there? Okay. Is there any particular official report format to submit the MOT report after MOT is done? Is there any particular official report format to submit the MOT report after MOT is done?
Yeah, we showed one, which is the Excel format, wherein you mention the club name, the facilitator name, and then you have different sheets wherein the analysis report has come in, the recommendations, and then the final sheet wherein you also put in who's in charge of which challenge to be solved and what is the suggestion that, and what's the target date aimed at, which is what is a priority. And I mean, this is highly customizable. But then, yeah, that's one way of looking at it. And there's so many other survey forms. I mean, the forms, the report formats by the facilitator on the internet as well. Choose one which is very suitable to you. At the end of the day, it stays with the club ExCom, given to the next ExCom as a handover, So, yeah, Excel sheet is something which you can.
Thank you so much. Anybody else have any comments or Any comments you wanted to share? Any thoughts? Great. So thank you so much, DTM Sujil, the District Director, for sharing your valuable time with us and empowering the Division A and District, because it's not only Division A has initiated, but I am sure that so many members from other areas and divisions as well joined. Thank you so much for your valuable time and inspiring and insights. And DTM Somia, thank you very much. During your busy schedule, you have joined us and being with us today. And again, inspiring. It shows that when leaders are there, definitely everyone get inspired. It shows that, the walk the talk, they say. So you are already there with us. So thank you so much, DTM Somia, for your presence. And DTM Zara, so you have joined all the way from Lebanon, and it's great that to feel that we are all one family, in different, as our district director says, we are one family with different voices and different geographical regions as well. So it's you are you made us feel that we are a global platform, and we are all together in this journey. Thank you so much for your valuable sharing as well. And DTM Anita Naidu, thank you so much for your well structured, well organized, well delivered a masterclass, I can say. Definitely these insights you have shared, it's going to help the presidents and the ExCom and everyone in going to take this journey. I'm sure that if this notes available, you may share with our division director, so it can be passed on, the key points probably. I'm sure that is also being recorded. It will be shared as well. Thank you so much. And I'm returning back to Paramjit Singh, Toastmaster Paramjit Singh ji, to take it forward.
Thank you very much, Tis, and all the panelists and our speaker. I'll not take much time and would like our division director to take over the charge. Over to you, Toastmaster Vadhu.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Paramjit ji. What a wonderful session we had tonight. First, let us give a big round of applause to all the audience who took the time on the weekend and be there with us for this session. Thank you so much. Your active participation really made this session a very successful one. And I hope that whatever we have learned today, we'll just turn those insights into our action and just together, like, let's keep striving for excellence, one moment at a time. So before I leave, I would like to give my special thanks to all my the team members, my my division team, my area team, and all the members of Division A for supporting us here, plus our like district team. And special thanks to our trainer, DTM Anita Naidu, for sharing all the insights and guiding us how to conduct an excellent, effective moments of truth. And then our panel moderator, Toastmaster Satish, thank you for that excellent moderator role, and all the expert panel who were there to take up the questions and just give the insight uh, into that. And our I would like to thank our timer, Toastmaster Rajlakshmi, our Area 3 director, for taking up the role. And that's it. And thank you everyone once again for joining. Before we close, I would like to just take some words from our district director, DTM Sujil?
Good evening once again, everyone. I think it has been a wonderful, wonderful being part of this session. Truly, truly remarkable. This is where the leaders are made. You guys have taken the lead. Keep doing it. You can change the members. You can change, can touch their hearts and minds. Let us do that. Wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful Toastmasters journey. Happy weekend. Back to you all.
Thank you, DTM Sujil. DTM Soumya, if you are there, if you can just share just a few words before we close.
Thank you so much, Division A Director Toastmaster Prasad. Only one thing I would like to leave a note with is, this is what my mentor used to say: success is 1% strategy, 99% execution. So we know the strategy. Now it all depends on how you're going to execute it. So that's the food for thought. Back to you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Before we close, can we have everyone's camera on for a group photo? Just a minute. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining today. Thank you so much.